Hello everyone, welcome back to another Board Gaming Life playthrough. Today we are doing a 4-player game of Kingdom Builder, 2012's best game of the year, or at least 2012's winner of the Spiel des Jahres prize, the uh, game given to best game of the year. Today we are playing with Hermits, Miners, and Farmers. We are last in turn order. Just to remind everyone, the Hermit's point card gives 1 point at the end of the game to every single isolated settlement or cluster of settlements that you have. The Miner's point card gives 1 point at the end of the game for every settlement that you have that is touching these black mountain hexes. And finally, the Farmer's, possibly the most valuable point card in this game, is going to look at the end of the game at each of the 4 sectors, the top left, the top right, the bottom left, and the bottom right, and see which sector contains the least number of your settlements. And whatever that number of settlements is, that number gets multiplied by 3 and you get those points. So for example, if you've got, 10 points in the first, in the top left sector, nine settlements here. Sorry, 10 settlements in the top left sector, 9 settlements in the top right, 8 settlements in the top left, but only 2 settlements in the bottom right sector. Well, then the bottom right is your sector with the least number of your settlements too, and so you're going to get 2 multiplied by 3 points for the farmer's card, which is for a total of 6 points. So obviously, what you want to try and do is make sure that none of the 4 sectors have a low number of your settlements. You want to have like an equal number of settlements on each sector. Ideally, you got to take the 40 settlements that you have in this game and split them evenly, 10 each in each of the sectors. That would be the ideal score, because if you have 10 on each, you're going to get 10 times 3, 30 points for the farmer's card. Let's take a look at the special location tiles that are in each sector. In the top left, we have the Oasis tile, which allows you to take a settlement from your supply and place it on a desert hex. The top right sector has the Tavern tile, which allows you to take a settlement from your supply and place it on the end of 3 existing settlements that are in a row. The bottom left sector has the Tower tile, which allows you to place a settlement from your supply anywhere on the edge of the board. Finally, the bottom right has the Farm tile, which allows you to place a settlement from your supply on any of the light green hexes. So they're all 4 placement tiles in this game, no movement tiles. So it's going to probably be a quick game. Someone's going to try and get a lot of the placement tiles and end the game as quickly as possible. Our first move is going to be on something that touches as few terrains as possible. I'm going to go here, get the desert location tile, have 3 in a row, and see what happens. We didn't get very lucky with our next card. We got the same terrain type, dark green again. However, we can use our desert location tile to place something on a desert, and we just on a different sector and progress from there. The way I like to think, whenever there's a farmer's card in the game, as in this game, I like to keep track, just to keep myself apprised of how many settlements I have in each sector. So I like to keep a running total. Right now, in the top left sector, I've got 3, and I have 0 in all the other sectors. So right now, counting from left to right, top to bottom, I've got 3, 0, 0, 0. You'll hear me say 4 numbers over and over again during the course of the game to remind myself which sector or sectors I have the least number of settlements in. That'll remind me to bring up those numbers to the point where ideally they're equal. There are an equal number of settlements on each sector. All right, it's back to my turn again. I'm definitely going to use the desert to try and not have to place more settlements in the top left sector. I'm going to They need to get this. Right now I'm touching dark green, light green, and flowers. I'm going to go here first. They only need to place. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Let's do that again. I'm going to place here, and then use my dark greens to place here. That's going to be my turn. My running count for the farmer's card is 3 settlements in the top left, 004. So 3004. The game ends when one player has placed, or at least the game end is triggered when one player has placed all 40 of their settlements on the board. Play continues until all players have had an equal number of turns and then stops immediately. So one strategy that many players, and I think I'm going to use in this game as well, is to get as many placement tiles as possible and then place extra settlements on your turn in addition to the 3 mandatory settlements that you have to place on every turn, and get rid of my settlements as quickly as possible. Therefore, try and end the game as quickly as possible, while other people still have many settlements that they're then unable to use to their advantage in the game. Gotten very unlucky again. We've drawn the Dark Queen terrain type card for our first 3 moves. That decreases our flexibility a lot. In fact, that's considered such bad luck. It even has its own name. It's called a triple. Is the name that players have assigned to this. Well, I'll have to salvage and do the best I can. So I'm going to try and get into this bottom left sector. With the light green, I'm going here. And with the desert, going to go here. I somehow have to get into the top right sector. The white player has surrounded this mountain completely for 6 points and also not letting anyone else touch it. Not a bad strategy, but the red player doesn't have any settlements in the bottom right. and the green player doesn't have any settlements in the top left or bottom right. Oh, we've got to finish this yellow. Mm. Okay, my running count is 4, 0, 3, 10. I've already got 10 settlements in the bottom right sector, so we don't really want any more. But I cannot see any ways of getting out, or rather of getting into the top right sector, which we have to get into before the end of the game. Otherwise, we're going to get 0 points for the farmer's card, which will have 0 settlements in that top right sector. I've drawn a pink flowers terrain type. My one of my few chances of somehow getting into the top right sector is to just place 3 pinks over here, and then hope that I get a dark green card again. I've already got 3 this game, so you never know. Place that there, and then place a light green in the top right sector, and that one, get into the top right sector that way. That is definitely our biggest priority right now, getting to that top right sector to try and salvage some points from our farmer's card. In retrospect, I think I should have taken the tower tile on my second turn. That would have given me the flexibility of going to the edge of the board in a sector that I hadn't yet been able to place in. Light green. Yeah, red's doing pretty well. They're in all 4 sectors. Green isn't, blue isn't. That's me, and white only has 1 settlement in the bottom left sector. So red may end up winning this game just due to the fact that they're getting farmers points and no one else really is. Yeah, red has the most location tiles as well, 3 as opposed to 2 that I have, and that alone has them with less remaining settlements than we do. So they're gonna try and end this game a lot faster than we would like. Okay, gotta go here. Yeah, so that was definitely our mistake this game, not going after the tower tile and the tavern tile. They're the most the most special powers, the most powerful special powers on this board. Meanwhile, the ones we got, the oasis and the farm, all it really lets us do is place additional pieces, which is not bad, not great, but not sorry, not bad, but not great. Yeah, you also want to try and go for the most powerful um, tiles in the game, the ones that benefit the points cards drawn the most. And with Farmer's Point card in the game, getting on all 4 sectors is definitely, in my opinion, the biggest priority. And you know, the tower tile especially would have helped us do that. And not getting that is probably going to cost us this game. We're touching too many terrain. We're touching all the terrains. And that decreases the flexibility that we need in order to expand on the board and go where we want to go. So that's a mistake. Be careful that you don't make the same error. The red players only got 7 settlements remaining, so they are definitely going to end the game. We just got another farm location tile, but it's, I think, too little too late. Yep. Red can end the game this turn if he wants to. I don't. Oh no, he can't. Oh no, he can. Yep. He's. Oh no, I misread that. Red can end the game this turn. All right, there you go. He can. So the game's over. Red was the first player in turn order, so I will be making the last play of the game because I was fourth in turn order. But since Red has no more settlements, this is the last round. And there's no way we're going to get into the top right sector. Right, so you want to focus on the special power tiles that are the most powerful. And the tower tile, like I mentioned, allows you to place uh, anywhere on the edge of the board. So just make sure you're not touching the edge in your first few moves, and then grab the tower tile to use as an escape to get yourself on a sector that you're not currently in, which is what I should have done. There you go. There's a lesson learned that you can benefit from in your own games. So if you learned something from this video, please definitely like and consider subscribing to the channel. We will send you notifications whenever we post any new board gaming related content, both playthroughs and other content as well. I look forward to seeing you again. And also let us know in the comments if there were any moves you would have made differently. Do you agree with the fact that we should have gone for the tower tile in the bottom left sector and then the tavern tiles in the top left sector earlier, which is what I think we should have done? Or do you have another opinion? Would love to hear about it. Let us know in the comments. So these last few moves are pretty much useless because they're not really getting us any points. And that's the end of the game. Just wait for the scoring and see how we did. We're probably going to be last, or best case third place. Red got 9 points for miners. The white player got 16. Green player only got 2. Probably didn't get much either. Or we only got 2 as well. Yeah, red ended up getting 21 points for the 7 settlements he has in the bottom right sector. Green got nothing. And we got nothing. Yeah. I think we're going to end up with 4 points, which may be the lowest score in Kingdom Builder I've ever received, but at least it's a lesson learned. That's the important part. Win or learn. That's what I think. You should do in every game. Oh, there we go. That's our score. We were in last place, and hope you had fun watching that. Hope you learned something. Till next time, happy gaming, and we will see you soon in the next video. Bye.